What's up, family? So I just want to drop by and tell you guys Happy New Year's. And right now, with one of my buddies, I invited him and his girl and their kids to come with me to eat breakfast, right? Stayed sober last night, stayed out of the bar, kind of start this year off right, which I kind of been doing that anyways. But usually I would celebrate something on New Year's. Not saying that you can't celebrate without alcohol and things like that, because you can. But here's the thing that I want you guys to understand is I'm so focused on my goal, on things that I'm trying to do, that although every day that I'm alive is a celebration, I'm not trying to celebrate the new year on a bad foot. So if you did, pick yourself up and restart, reset. And really understand that no matter what mistakes that you may make, understand that if you hold conviction, if you tell God that you're sorry, that you're just, sometimes you're weak in certain times, or maybe tell him, God, I need your strength. That, like with me, let me just talk about what the problems that I deal with. Let me talk about, and not really necessarily problems, but here's where I'm at in my growth journey, family. Is when I first got this awakening was about 3 years ago. And me and one of my spiritual friends was talking about, that's weird because I was 33 years old. And as a lot of you know, 33, there's all kinds of, things that 33 stand for in the spiritual realm, and angelic numbers. Also, I see 333 quite often. So, maybe you call that a coincidence, but I don't. Because like I always say, everything happens for a reason. As cliche as that sounds, it's facts. So, but one thing that I understand about this journey that I've been on is when you become set apart, or when God's getting ready to elevate you, the first sign that you will always get is disruption. And that's a fact. I don't mean 80% of the time either, folks. I mean 100% of the time. Anytime God's getting ready to elevate you and you're putting intention or attention on anything that you are trying to hit as a goal, the first thing that's going to come is resistance, is disruptance. And this is what wealthy people or people who have became successful understand, because they've already been through it. Right? And I'm on my path to that, of being who I want to become and my definition of successful and whatnot. But I'm on my way to doing that, right? And what I understood was all kinds of things that could have been seen as roadblocks came before me. Roadblocks began to come, right? And here's the problem, is the enemy, or maybe, I'm not always sure which one it is. This is the only thing that I have as far as the enemy and God. Because sometimes I feel like the enemy is going to test you while God is also testing you. My number one saying is everything that the enemy meant for evil, God used for good. I always say that. So if you can remember that every time that you are having an attack or a disruption or something that is trying to postpone or stop your destiny calling or the mission that you're on, understand that that's testing for the blessing. So when people who are successful, they say that it's not going to just be handed to you, this is what they mean. Success and even just becoming your highest self or getting closest to God, all these things are to better your life and to elevate you to the person that you're supposed to be, right? So the fact that disruption comes should make you excited. Even though that it's difficult at times, you need to understand the assignment, understand what's happening, have discernment on why these attacks are coming. So then when you see those attacks, you take a deep breath and you're like, all right, I'm staying focused on the path. I know why this is happening. Stop it at the root before it turns into a tree. Whew. Let me say this again. Stop the problem at the root before it ends up a tree. You know, because once you let things get too out of hand, family, that's when it becomes very hard to make a comeback from it. And that is because human in nature we are so used to having certain addictions or certain vices that we hold on to that we know we need to let go, and it's a lot of time because we are a product of the environment around us. And that's also why the Bible says that a lot of people who are really trying to step into their destiny and be a generational curse breaker, that you must move away from the town that you're in. And there's reasons for that, many reasons for that. And that the number one reason for that is because God understood that we are a product of the things that are around us. Same as when people always tell you that you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around. That is also true. So in 2024, if there's people that you love that you know ain't on the mission that you're on, even if they aren't the people that you may need to cut out of your life, sometimes you got to tell people, just be real and just tell people, look, I'm focused on this mission and it's nothing against you because I care about you. Now this is if you're telling somebody that you truly care about and they don't try to destroy you. They're focused on, you know, their own life and they don't try to harm you. You know what I mean? People that you plan on maybe keeping in your life because you care about them. But sometimes you just need to keep it real, family. Sometimes you just got to tell these people, like, look, I'm focused on this mission and it's nothing against you. But I'm just letting you know that for a while you might see a little less of me. You know, like right now, I'm at this restaurant where I invited my dude that I've known for 20 years. He's like one of the only people that's ever, you know, been in my life for that length of time, and I consider him as a brother. And I believe God sent me in his life to help, you know, do the same thing that I try to do for y'all. I've always been a positive influence on him. I've always been just somebody that can bring him family, because he doesn't have any family either. He grew up kind of how I grew up, right? We were products of our environment. So I want you guys to never be afraid to move forward. And sometimes you got to take off without people. If you have to tell them that, just tell them in a respectful way. You know, in 2024, we're focusing on us, family. It's time for us to take back everything the enemy tried to take from us. So I just hope y'all have a good New Year's, man. You stay focused on the grind. My brother just showed up, so I'm going to go in here and eat, but I just wanted to drop this quick message on you guys and say, you know, stay focused on the path. Understand that you need to just be authentic in yourself as a person in general, but especially to my chosen ones as well. Just be authentic, because God created you for more than what these people see. And you know that by how they've acted towards you as you were growing up, because they didn't know what God put inside of you. All right, so you need to know what God put inside you and understand it takes sacrifice in this season. So I love y'all again, man. Happy New Year's to everybody. Stay focused, stay positive, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys on the next video, family. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's go out New Year showing love, family.